Hey folks, today we will discuss about set operations. Okay, so first we will discuss about set operation and later we will discuss about differences between set operations and joins. Okay, so now let's talk about data set which we are going to use to explain intersect. There are four set operations. Okay, importantly, one is intersect, except, union, union null. Okay, I'll explain each operation with an example. Okay, so let's now discuss about our data set which were used to explain all four set operation concepts. Okay, now let's discuss about the teams, data set which we are using to explain this concept. Okay, one table we are using is T20 team, and one more table we are using to explain these concepts is ODI team. Okay, so now let's create these two tables in SQL. Okay, now so we are going to create two tables. Okay, one is T20 team, yeah, it's done. So one more is ODI team. Okay, we will insert the data. Okay, I'll share this particular data set in the description box. You can use this queries to create your own data, and you can also practice instantly. Okay, side by side you can watch this YouTube video and then you can practice parallelly. Okay, so let's insert data into T20 team. Okay, so I've inserted a T20 team. Now let's insert ODI team. Okay, now if you see both the teams, let's see both the teams. Okay, select star from select star from T20 team and select star from ODI team. ODI team. Okay, now let's run these two queries and see. Okay, yeah, now the data set, if you see, the T20 team contains SanjuSamson, Abhishek, TilakVerma, SuryaKumarYadav, AksharPatel, HardikPandya, and ShivamDube. Okay, so ODI players. Okay, I've just taken top seven players, basically batsmen and all-rounders, to keep it simple. Okay, is RohithSharma, ViratKholi, ShubmaGill, SuryaKumarYadav, AksharPatel, HardikPandya, KLRahul. Okay, and we have also defined their roles here in the next column. Okay, so example, SanjuSamson wicket keeper, TilakVerma batter, HardikPandya all-rounder. Okay, we have just derived one more extra column along with their names. Okay, so now let's first discuss about first set operation. Okay, so the first set operation is intersect. How intersect works. Okay, now so so we have two tables, right? So one is T20 team and one more is ODI team. Okay, intersect operation works when you apply intersect operation. Okay, combines two table data with common player names in two teams. Okay, if you see, common players in two teams are SuryaKumarYadav, AksharPatel, and HardikPandya. Okay, if you see, these three players are also part of ODI team. Okay, SuryaKumarYadav, AksharPatel, and HardikPandya. Okay, if you use intersect operation, players part of both T20 and ODI team will come into the resulted query. Okay, see here the common players in the two tables are SuryaKumar, AksharPatel, HardikPandya. Okay, if you see here, SuryaKumar, AksharPatel, HardikPandya, whereas RohithSharma is not available in T20, ViratKholi is not available in T20, Abhishek Sharma is not available in ODI team. Okay, so common players between two teams are visible after intersect operation performs in SQL. Okay, result of the query will be these three players. Okay, let's perform this operation in SQL. Okay, so now we have already created two teams. One is T20 team and ODI team. Okay, let's let's combine two teams with intersect operation. Okay, so see, this is one SQL query and this is one more SQL query, right? So we have already discussed set operations. Set operations is nothing but combining two or more SQL queries. Okay, now let's run this query now. Okay, so if we run this query, if you see the resultant one, as I already mentioned, yeah, if you see, we will run all three together. Okay, so now if you see SuryaKumar, AksharPatel and HardikPandya. SuryaKumar, AksharPatel and HardikPandya are, all these players are part of two teams, ODI team and T20 team. Hence we are getting, using intersect operation, we are getting common players between two tables. Okay, so common players between two tables, SuryaKumar, HardikPandya, AksharPatel. Okay, so in the resultant query using intersect operation, first operation, we are getting common players between two teams. Okay, now let's talk about minus or except. Okay, except and minus are one and the same. Except is used in the SQL server. Okay, now let's try and explain what is except. Except, see, T20 table except over ODI table. It means, so except operation picks uh, the players from T20 team. Okay, they are not part of ODI team. Okay, now uh, if you see example SanjuSamson, Abhishek, TilakVerma and ShivamDube. Okay, these people are not part of ODI team. Okay, so this T20 team minus or except T20 team except ODI team, the resultant data set will be SanjuSamson, Abhishek, TilakVerma and ShivamDube. If you see, these players are part of T20 but they are not part of ODI. Okay, T20 team minus ODI team. The result will be San, SanjuSamson, Abhishek, TilakVerma and ShivamDube. Okay, let's perform this operation in SQL. Okay, so yeah, now instead of intersect we will run except. Okay, so now let's run these three queries together. So you know the first query is T20 team, second query is ODI team, and this one is the result of except operation. Okay, except set operation. Okay, so as I already mentioned, the result, if you use except set operation, okay, you will get result output players who plays in only T20 and not part of ODI team. Okay, so you can see Abhishek, SanjuSamson, TilakVerma and ShivamDube. They are part of T20 but they are not part of ODI team. Okay, so now let's explain what is union. Union operation helps us to pick unique players from both T20 team and ODI team. Okay, so if you see, here there are seven players. Okay, seven players, and in ODI team also there are seven players. Okay, so what does union operation do? It picks unique players from both the T20 team and ODI team. Okay, here if you see AksharPatel, HardikPandya, SuryaKumar. Okay, these three players. Once, yeah, AksharPatel, HardikPandya and ShivamDube. Sorry, not ShivamDube. SuryaKumarYadav, AksharPatel and HardikPandya. Okay, these three people part of both T20 and ODI. So it it is the resultant query contains only the unique players. So the resultant output will be not 7 plus 7 14. Okay, so it will eliminate the duplicates. Okay, the duplicates are SuryaKumar, AksharPatel and HardikPandya. They are coming in both the T20 and ODI team, so it eliminates the duplicates, and it will give only 11 players. Okay, so 7 plus 7 14, right? 14 players from both the teams, T20 and ODI, but we are getting only 11 players because 3 players are repeated in both the ODI and T20 team. They are part of, uh, SuryaKumar, AksharPatel and HardikPandya. They are part of both the teams, and since this union operator provides only unique players from both the queries, okay, so it allows us to keep only unique players. Okay, so let's see this operation in SQL. Okay, so yeah, we will run union operation. Okay, so let's start from T20 team union select star from ODI team. Okay, now let's run. See, when you combine union, it eliminates duplicates and provides only unique values. Okay, the total unique players from both T20 and ODI team are 11 players. Okay, these 11 players. Okay, now the last concept of set operation is union all. Okay, similar to union, but union all, which includes duplicates also from both the tables or both the queries. Okay, so if you see, the first 7 players are T20 team and the next 7 players are part of ODI team. Okay, it does not eliminate any duplicate, brings all the players from both the T20 and ODI team, this union all operation. Okay, so let's perform this in SQL and see how it works. Okay, union all. Yeah, if you see, first 7 people like are part of T20 team and next 7 players are part of ODI team. If you see here, Suryakumar, AksharPatel and HardikPandya, AksharPatel, HardikPandya. Okay, there are duplicate entries because these 3 players are part of both the teams. So this union all operation won't eliminate any duplicates. Okay, so it contains, I mean, all the players from both the queries or both the tables. Okay, so till now we have discussed about 4 set operations. Okay, so to perform set operations, there are 3 important things. Okay, one is when you perform set operations. Yeah, okay, if you see, when we create a table, I mean 2 tables, T20 and ODI table, if you want to use set operations, there are three important concept you should remember. Okay, one is uh, when you use set operations, number of columns number of number of columns in, yeah, number of columns in both uh, tables are queries queries should be same. Okay, meaning okay, as you already aware, in the both the table. Okay, if you see, name and role, there are two, I mean, 2 columns are there in ODI team, and whereas in T20 team, and 2 columns are there in the ODI team. Okay, so the first condition is number of columns uh, in both both the tables are queries. That is one condition. Okay, now second condition is the order of the table. Okay, order of the tables are same. Okay, so if you see here, first is name in the first table, in the second table also name. Okay, so you can't have roll number first and name second. Okay, if you combine these two things, uh, the set, you can't do set operations. Okay, third important concept is, you should, the data type should be same. Okay, example, if you see, when we create 2 tables. Okay, so only one data type, that is varchar. So the name is name from both the tables are varchar. Example, role also are varchar. Example, if we use one more column, example age. Okay, age in both the tables, then integer, which means when you combine two data sets, uh, the data type should also be the same for from both the queries or the tables. Okay, so the third important concept is data type should be same across joining join so we can say respect across respective joining columns. Okay, understood? Yeah. So before you perform any set operation, make sure the number of columns in both the tables or queries should be same. The order of the tables, the order of the columns, not tables. Sorry, the order of the columns. The order of the columns should be same. Order of the columns should be same, and the data type. Okay, if the first column contains varchar, I mean, next in the next query also first column should be varchar. Okay, second column of the first table is integer, then second column of the second table is also integer. Okay, so data type should be same across respective joining columns. Okay, so these three are very important things. Okay, now let's discuss about what is the difference between the join and set operations. Okay, as I already mentioned, when you join, the number of columns should be same between two queries and or two tables. Okay, whereas in okay, I'll take one new sheet to explain join and set operations. Okay, so let's take these two things in the table. Okay, if you see, you already know, right? This team is yeah, this data is part of T20 team, and this data is part of ODE team, right? So now what will happen? Okay, so if you join, it is not required you should have, I mean, same data type to join, or number of columns should be same. Okay, so if you want to join here, example, when you join, uh, the number of columns may increase in the resulted query. Okay, whereas in set operations, the number of columns won't change. Okay, here if you join, example is equals to, we look up, so when you join, see here, these are ODI batsmen, right? So if you see, SuryaKumar, AksharPatel and HardikPandya are part of both the teams, right? So when you join ODI batsmen with T20 batsmen, only these players are visible. Okay, rest other players won't come because they are not part of T20. Sorry, SanjuSamson, Abhishek Sharma and TilakVerma, they're not part of ODI team, right? So that is the reason against them you are not getting any players. Okay, so when you join, you will have extra column, you might create extra column. Okay, whereas when you use set operations, example union all, right? So union all, how it works, all the players from first table and all the players from second table, that is ODE. Okay, it it increases the number of rows. Okay, whereas in the joins, SQL joins, it increases the number of columns. These are the main differences between joins and set operations. Okay, so I hope this video know about four types of set operations. Okay, so one is intersect, except, union, and union all. Okay, so intersect operation includes players part of both T20 and ODI team. Okay, here SuryaKumar, Akshar, HardikPandya. Okay, they are part of both the teams. So, which the resultant query will be contains players part of both T20 team. Okay, using except operation, players who are part of T20 team are not in ODI team. Okay, example SanjuSamson, Abhishek, Tilak, and ShivamDube. They are part of T20 team in this team, and they are not part of ODI team. So except means players from T20 except ODI. Okay. Now union operation which brings unique players from both T20 and ODI team. Okay, there are 11 unique players available. Okay, I mean except these three players, Surya, Akshar, and Hardik, they are repeating in both T20 and ODI team. Okay, so union, what does union all operator does is it just append all the data from both the tables. Okay, it does not eliminate any duplicates. Okay, so I hope you understood the set operations using cricket team. Okay, So I will just add all these queries in the description box so that you can create your teams, and you can just use all these set operations and you can learn from it. Okay. Thank you.